I got crapped on by a bird.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, thank you.
You're the only person that came to a Comic-Con and got shit on by a bird. Mark this, the most popular question asked today, is this a real bird? I do get people every once in a while when I pull out my fob and I go, no, it's animatronics, watch me turn its head, see? First Comic-Con, dressed as Bare Hands Baran, pretty exciting. Although I am a little disappointed that it didn't get to really dress up. All right, come on, Jet. This is gonna be my hunting partner this year. His name's Jet. Well, we love Harris Hawks because they're social in nature, so they allow you in on the hunt, you know? But the males are very, very quick. The females are faster because they're twice as big, but the males are quick, and that's what we need when we're chasing squirrels. Press on a little bit so you can tell how hard it's sharp.
Yeah, it's like a pocket knife.
Somebody's gonna ask you, well, do they have a captive bred animal? And so this was put on when he was 10 days old. It's his federal ID number. Absolutely.
Oh my God. Whoa. Easy.
So we've got a show on Animal Planet called Bare Hands Rescue. You can grab one of the flyers from right there, and you can watch it on Animal Planet or Discovery Plus. We're here at the Comic-Con because we're going to be talking about avian physiology in comic books.
Wow.
You know, because you got all the comics, the classic comics like Night Owl, Hawkman, the Falcon. You know, falconry is allowed every day of the year. You can, but outside the seasons, you can only take one squirrel a day or one head of prey a day. But it's so that these birds have to be flown regularly and they have to be stimulated regularly. If they get too stagnant, they become aggressive. And so if they're flying every day and they're expelling all that energy, then they don't get aggressive.
Is that a real bird?
No, it's animatronics. We're getting them ready for hunting season, and so this is all great stimulation.
Oh yeah.
You know, and just real easy. You'll start finding these birds in the desert Southwest, like West Texas. Well, actually, as far in as San Antonio, you can find these birds. But then when you get into Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, northern Mexico, they're pretty popular out in that area. Now when we go hunting, of course, we take all of this off and just turn them loose.
Really?
How does he come back?
Well, you're supposed to ask me, does he come back? Because that's what everybody always asks.
I was going to ask that, because that's me, and I asked the question that, so does he does? Does he come back? I mean, he's here, so.
I whistle really loud, and so I just hold my hand up and I whistle, and he flies to the glove.
Are you being for real?
I am, for real.
So he's like
You can watch it. You can watch our YouTube channel.
Dude, I'm going to. I'm
well,
excited.
Well, this is on Discovery Plus or Animal Planet. But if you go to this YouTube channel,
okay.
then you can see us doing some falconry stuff. Yeah, it is a hawk. Yeah, you want to pet him? Real easy. There you go. All right.
He's all excited.
Nice.
I like your bird.
Thank you. We usually do Wizard World in St. Louis, and we have a whole booth set up there. And so we have the hawks and the owls, but I'm almost always dressed up as a medieval falconer. This is the first Comic-Con I've done as Bare Hands Baran. I mean, if you teach ecology, this is like the top of the food chain right here.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Look at you. You are a predator. Yes, you are.
Very good predator at that. Their feathers have adapted over time to be way up here so the cacti doesn't get in their feathers, get stuck in their feathers. And then this is all scale armor. so they can land on them without having a lot of problem. A red-tailed hawk is in the family of the buteo, and the Harris hawk is in the family of the parabuteo, and so they're very, very close. They would be like second cousins.
Is this an adolescent hawk? Or
No, he's full grown. Yeah, it's just a male. It's a male hawk. The males tend to be a little bit smaller than the females.
What is he here for? Or she?
So we're part of the Missouri Department of Conservation, and he is a Harris hawk. We're going to be talking at 1 o'clock about the physiology of avian species in comics. And so we'll be talking about the falcon, and we'll be talking about night owl and red raven and all these different comic characters throughout the years.
iPads?
Sure.
Oh my goodness.
So the beak is more like scissors, and so it's not a ton of pressure, but the way the bottom beak meets the top beak, it's really sharp, and so they cut meat like scissors. And the foot is where they have most of their pressure. They're able to really grip, and they've got a different type of tendon in their feet. It's more like a ratchet than it is a spring. And so as they clamp down, the more the struggle, the more it clamps, to the point that sometimes they can't turn loose even if they want to. Yeah, because they're all ratcheted up. One thing we didn't catch on film was the fact that hawks slice. That's what, when they poop, it's called a slice because it goes shooting out. And some guy was walking by and it shot out all over his arm. And so I cleaned it up and I was like, Comic-Con souvenir. With falcons, they poop straight down. It's called a mute. And so they poop straight down, much easier to clean up. Things you have to consider when you take birds into public. He's a lanner falcon.
What keeps him from flying away?
Well, he's got this leash attached when we're in public.
So what all does it take to be a falcon trainer?
So you go through the Missouri Department of Conservation, and there's a permitting process, and you find a local master falconer, and he'll apprentice you for 2 years, and then he'll help you trap a bird, build your muse. He'll teach you all the different equipment you make for falconry. You do have to take a test, a falconry test, through the Missouri Department of Conservation. Get your permits, and then you go catch a wild red tail. We help alleviate wildlife intrusion in people's homes. Bats are the thing that we deal with the most. And last year, our national organization adopted standards so that we, the humans, wouldn't transmit COVID to the bats.
Yeah, okay.
And so we've got some pretty strict standards that we work by now, so that we're never in contact with a colony. We never come within 8 feet of an individual bat. And if we do have to touch a bat, that it's either tested or euthanized, so that we don't ever have that possibility of transmission.
Right.
Well, there goes my last paper towel. I think we should not have fed him before the event.
He's pooping a lot.
He is pooping a lot. Well, he was full grown at 45 days old. Yeah, birds grow very fast from an egg to full grown. Yeah, but this is how big they are. Yeah, we've got 3 different kinds of falcons. We've got the American kestrel, prairie falcon, and the peregrine falcon. Falcon. So let's talk about a character from the Avengers that you guys are probably really familiar with, all right? The falcon. One of the prominent features of the falcon is that he has these mechanical wings and he can fly really fast, like a falcon. But what you may not know about that character is that in the 40s, when the character was developed, the character was mentally bonded with a rescue falcon named Redwing. And because of that mental bonding, one of the superpowers that the falcon has is that he can see through the eyes of any avian species nearby. And it's one of the things about all of the birds of prey is that they have excellent eyesight. Have any of you ever looked through a pair of binoculars, like just a regular pair of binoculars? Raise your hand. This falcon here, his name is Mars, and he's a lanner falcon, and he can see 10 times regular human eyesight. So if you can imagine the last time you looked through a pair of binoculars, what it looked like and how far away you could see with those binoculars. he can see a sparrow breathing in the forest a half a mile away. If you can imagine, when he's flying in the air, his wings are beating constantly. And so his head is constantly moving like that. And so for him to focus when he's stationary, that's the sign of a master falconer right there. Seeing the poop before it comes out. So a bird like this will typically fly up about 1,000 feet in the air when he's hunting. And when he sees his prey, he will go into a stoop, he'll go into a dive, and he'll beat his wings super fast, and so he can overcome terminal velocity. The lantern falcons are not the fastest falcons. The peregrine falcon is. Peregrine falcon can do about 253 miles an hour. That's what they've been clocked at. Lantern falcons are typically 185 miles an hour. Mars here has been clocked at 112 miles an hour. So there's two different ways. One is that I have a very loud whistle. When he hears that, he looks, and he usually comes to wherever I am. And the second thing is we have a lure. It's a little piece of leather that's tied to a string, and it looks like the shape or outline of a bird. And we'll spin that around, and he really, really likes the lure. If I can't see him, but I know he's nearby, then what I'll do is I will spin the lure, and he will come out of nowhere. He'll try to attack the lure, and in doing so, I'll let the lure fall on the ground, and he'll get on top of it, and then I'll just offer my glove, and he'll hop up to the glove. In falconry, we consider it intermewing. So every summer is an intermew, and that means he stays in the mew all summer and he molts in his new feathers. And so he has been intermewed 3 times now, and so this will be his 3rd hunting season. If y'all have any more questions, stop by the booth at the Missouri Department of Conservation. Also, if you wanted to get into falconry, you can go through the Missouri Department of Conservation. Jefferson City has the falconry coordinator for a state, and they'll put you in touch with the local county agent that is taking care of the falconry in the particular county you're in. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
I got an idea. Do you want to see if the beaver wants to hold the hawk?
If Leave It to Beaver wants to hold the hawk?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Jerry Mathers.
If he wants to. He's one of our better birds. I just figure you guys are always here engaging with the customers. You never got to do anything fun.
What's this one?
Yeah. Just make a fist right there. There you go. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Anyway, his name is Jet, and they're one of the few birds of prey that live in a family hierarchy. Yep. There'll be an alpha female, and he's a male, and there'll be 2 subadult males that take care of the alpha female, and then 5 to 6 young birds that are of different ages, and so they all form a pack and they hunt cooperatively as a pack.
Bird?
All right.
You said he's a hawk.
Harris hawk.
Harris hawk. Awful pretty.
And soft.
I'd like to see one flying around.
Yeah. Just turn your fist this way. There you go. Perfect.
Sorry about this day, okay? Sorry about all this.
Actually, this is all really good for him because we're just now getting him ready for hunting season. And when we start flying him regularly, it makes him come back to us better. All this engagement.
Right.
I appreciate you.
Okay, well, thank you.
I'm glad y'all got to hold him. He's a falconry bird. So instead of hunting with a gun, like for squirrels, you know how some people use a shotgun to get squirrels? Well, we'll just turn him loose in the woods and we'll go catch squirrels.
So when you hunt them, what do they hunt normally?
Anything that moves pretty much, but squirrels and rabbits mostly.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Do they get to keep them if they get them?
So it's a shared thing. They can't eat a whole squirrel, but during the hunt, they'll catch the squirrel, but they don't want to kill it. They want me to dispatch it.
Oh, okay.
So I'll dispatch it and give them a fresh treat, which is raw meat, and then I'll put it in my bag and we'll catch another one, and then I'll freeze that, and then later in the year we feed it to them.
What kind of bird?
This is a Harris hawk. We use them for falconry.
Oh, I was going to say,
Because he's about the size of a falcon, right? A large falcon.
Yeah. Yep. And he's a small Harris hawk.
Okay.
Yep.
What a beautiful bird.
Yeah.
Oh, we're glad to have you.
Right? So that's called a slice.
Slice. He sliced it.
Right?
Hey, Michael, I'm pretty sure the bird pooped on one of those photos.
Oh, did it?
I think so.
Oops. So we are going to wrap up this Comic-Con. It's been fun. I've enjoyed being Bare Hands Baran from Bare Hands Rescue. We had a lot of fun with a lot of different characters out here. Really good turnout. And I think that Jet was definitely the main attraction. Everybody loved Jet. So stay tuned, watch some more. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe down at the bottom. Turn on that notification and give us a big thumbs up if you like this video.